You start to know that summer has ended and that fall has begun whenever the leaves change their colors and start falling to the ground. To get to one of my favorite spots of this season, you first had to walk up a hill where I would frequently stop and do some filming of the beautiful nature. Whenever I decided to quit posing and filming, I continued walking up the hill. Another way to find out that fall has begun is when going outside in shorts and realizing it's a bit too cold for that. It's pretty cold. I'm in shorts. It's in the middle of November. Kinda wrong decision I made here. To keep warm, I continued up the hill and eventually reached the top. From there, you get a really nice view of the entire village. And one evening, whenever I was up there, you could actually see the mountains really good in a nice orange pinkish color. One of my favorite days of fall is Dia de los Muertos. It's a Mexican holiday where you remember and celebrate the lives of past family members and friends. In our house, we set up a small so-called ofrenda with pictures, foods, flowers, and other objects to remember our loved ones. At night, we will then light the candles. I enjoy this holiday so much because it gives us a chance to celebrate the lives of those that we have lost instead of just mourning them. Because the days are becoming colder, we start to spend more and more time inside. Fall is a month full of football, and that's how I would usually spend my Sunday evenings. But what will football be without enjoying some food while watching it? So for dinner, we would usually make some really great dishes, including poke bowls and bacon soup. Yes, y'all heard correctly, bacon soup. When I was a kid, my parents would make pumpkin soup quite often during fall, and whenever they said that we'll be having pumpkin soup for dinner, I refused to eat it. So they came up with the great idea of cutting up some bacon bits, adding it to the soup, and then calling it bacon soup. By doing that, I all of a sudden had no problem eating the soup. Nowadays, I do eat regular pumpkin soup, but I will usually still fry up some bacon because it does make it so much better. I usually don't go on that many walks through the forest, but that changes during fall. As the end of the year approaches, the leaves turn from bright green to either red, orange, or yellow, and then eventually brown. What I really enjoy is seeing all these different colored leaves still hanging on the trees, and whenever it starts to wind a bit, they start falling to the ground. So not only the trees above us are really colorful, but the ground on that we're walking on becomes so as well. I also just find it very relaxing seeing the leaves move because of the wind. The beauty of nature can also be found in big cities like Zurich. One day I was in Zurich for an exam, and before heading to the school, I came across a park, and I was like I had to go there to film how beautiful that it is. This was also a great way to keep my mind occupied with something else before I attended the test. When we celebrate Thanksgiving in late November, that's when I realized that fall is ending. This year, we were able to combine my grandma's birthday with Thanksgiving. I made sure to film and follow along with the many steps that are necessary to prepare and smoke the turkey. Once all the preparations are finished and the turkey gets put into the smoker, you have to wait and check on it every now and then. Thankfully, we have a dog who takes the job of guarding the turkey very seriously. Once it's been in the smoker long enough and now tastes nice and smoky, we can start serving our plates with the many other foods that my mom prepared. I will usually try to get a turkey leg because those are my favorite. And I can't finish this video without mentioning my mom's legendary cheesecake. Fall is a very comforting season to me with lots of great food and many different colors. So now let's enter into the last month of 2020.